Nirvana sector. The only god here is the credit. What people don't know about war is chaos make credits flow. So that's where you'll find us, right in the middle of it. This time, we know other travelers are out there. The stakes of the game have raised.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Jump Space Media News, your best and only source of news for Vinfall and Nirvana. I'm your host, Pete Glennings, and tonight we will be covering the top events across the solar system. First up, despite promises from the President of the Federation and the Federation Council to quickly resolve the conflict with the Hegemony, the Red Zone crisis of Vinfall is continuing into its second week. To make matters worse, we have received a report this week that after two travelers were chased from a bar on T41, A1, by a group of insane cultists, the planet was invaded by space Vikings. You heard that right. Space Vikings. Some say the Vikings blew up City Hall, others that they liberated the city and burned the cultists alive. As we speak, they are loading up for an assault on the planet's wilderness for some unknown purpose. Meanwhile, during an arrival of two starships into Helios, a grudge between two free trader captains led the travelers Kasori and Gustav to nearly get incinerated in the void. One starship fought to the end, but fortunately, Gus was able to trick the crew long enough so he could steal the ship's launch and make it alive onto the starport. The incident was registered with investigators and neither traveler was found to be at fault. They met in the starport bar later. At Heaven's Edge near the end of the week, Solomon Stans, operating under an alias, arrived to begin plans to try and rescue his assets on Free City. He interviewed traveler David Butler, who agreed to help along with a Space Viking crew. Changing plans, Butler and Stans decided to help the Vikings take revenge on a rival house in order to hire them and their cruiser for further work. On the planet of Glumcrag, the travelers Psyche and Emberson rode across the icy nuclear waste to a promised claim on a radioactive mine. During the journey, they encountered many alien beasts, including the Frost Coil, a 20-foot-tall serpent which they fended off with gunfire long enough to escape. They found the mine and slew the horrific Gort Nest in order to stake their claim, then returned to turn the claim in for credits. On Free City, the crew of the Neko tricked the Federation Marines into launching an assault on the orbital Buoy system to disable it with software made from the resident hacker Zeta. They nabbed data for Jump Space Media on the way out and fled the planet for Helios. That's all the news we have for 11/25, the week of 288. Stay tuned for more important news updates from Jump Space News Network, and be safe out there.
Welcome back to Nirvana sector. So, before we hop in the starport bar, for everybody listening, the top of the screen, top of my screen, you see Arthur Greenback. That's my friend Jake. And then you have in the middle screen, this is Gunn, played by Father Chris. I'm Ross, Mythic Mountains. I'm the referee tonight for Classic Travelers. So, from the point of view of what you've done so far, like what has happened so far with you all, like catch us all up. What's happened? Or what, yeah.
Do you want to go?
Things. Well, sure. Let's see. I tried betraying everybody. Didn't quite work out. So it turned out the three of us decided to betray the betrayer who lost the game of musical betrayal chairs. I guess.
How have you known I didn't betray anyone? I just got shot by a betrayer.
No, it's true, actually.
But you did
dragged into an air duct. Yeah.
I'm lucky enough to not be the one that actually shot you directly, although I do feel somewhat responsible.
Well, why did all this betrayal happen? What happened?
Yeah, we were trying to find the case that was being carried by the courier. That was some sort of important information or important item that the
I believe it's Navy intel on the Hegemony, right? Well, I'm inventing on the Hegemony. this is me inventing stuff, but I believe it's Navy intel.
And
Yeah.
and so, but it turned out that we went after the wrong person. We went after the person that was the drug dealer instead, and grabbed a case full of drugs.
Which I think you still have.
We have, yes, and just in time for the Marines to blow the airlocks, and a bunch of people flew out into space. I had a choice to make. I chose correctly, and grabbed the bag to protect at least some of our investment, and then yeah, I ran on board a ship. Realized I couldn't fly the thing. I ran out to grab the wounded owner and pilot of the ship, and as well as Kara, is it?
Yeah. Terra.
Yeah.
Okay, and to get out of here, and the other guy we left behind in the broom closet, I think, like Roger Wilco. So we made our way, and then all of a sudden we sort of found ourselves at Free City, I guess, is a place where we ended up. And
there's a bit of a in media res that happened there, but you made it out on the scout ship. Where do you go? Well, you came down from Heaven's Edge Cantina to the nearest low port, which is Free City, and it would be a very good destination to get lost in and try to do business and regroup. Unfortunately, the alien overlords, and this is a concept I'm struggling to express. I don't know what to compare them to. The aliens in V, the United Nations, it's like a beyond national entity. It's this overlord, but aloof. And they've just sort of been out, and all they do is they enforce the high laws. They don't care about anything else. And they've decided for some reason that the main trade artery of where you're from, they're going to attack. And unfortunately, that happens to be where you are. And now it's cordoned off, the Marines and the Federation Army are they have this green zone where they're fighting a 360-degree battle against these forces on the ground. For some reason, they have not bombarded you. They're trying to resolve it on the ground. You're in this city. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you, Father Chris. Go ahead.
So yeah, so here we are, and we are blockaded in our scout ship. We have a case full of drugs. We'd like to try to sell if we can. We need to pick up some items. I need a blade still, I assume, unless I was able to get one off screen. Meanwhile, Tara is going to be looking for ways to mask the ship's signature, I guess, and we're going to just see what there is to do. Did I miss anything?
Your goal for tonight that I have, you have, let's see, you have 1 hour and 30 minutes to accomplish this goal. I think, am I doing my math wrong? Let's see. Yeah. No, it's 2 hours. 1 hour and let's see. No, you have 2 hours. You have 2 hours to accomplish this goal in real time. As you travel around the city, every time you travel to a new area in the district, it takes an hour. An hour will pass. And within those 2 hours, you have the chance to try to desperately find some sort of resource, some sort of way out to where you have a scout ship at the starport, and you want to try to find some sort of scheme to see if you can find a way out through the orbital blockade, which the orbit of the gas giant's inner rings is covered in buoys, these high-tech buoys. And then these powerful dreadnoughts will intercept, and they'll kill you if you take off. They have complete space and air supremacy. So you're hoping to find a solution to that. If you fail, the last thing is find a way to survive here. And you have 2 hours to do that. So, here you are. Let me describe what you see. What it's like here. It is nighttime. You are on a moon of a gas giant, the gas giant Teunkum. The moon is called Free City. If you're familiar with Star Wars, just imagine Nar Shaddaa, and that's what it is. It's a polluted urban sprawl, both a hive of crime and illicit dealings, also the headquarters of three of the major corporate powers in the Vinfall solar system. It's nighttime, and far out on the polluted horizon, you can see the explosions and gunfire and crisscrossing of battle as the Federation Marines and Army desperately hold in a zone defense against alien shock troopers, 10-foot tall insectoid aliens with laser weaponry and tentacles. And they have been doing a good job of holding them off. You are in the green zone, in fact, the very center of it. Both the capital of Free City, the Baron's Manse, is here, as well as the Star Town, the Starport. At the Starport are plenty of starships. Tons, in fact. Many important people are huddled here. Both desperate people, poor people, and wealthy and powerful people. And they can't take off because of what's happening in space and air. And this is out on the distance. For the past few days, you have been trying to come up with a plan, and you've been discussing with your crew, Arthur, Gunn, and Tara, what you're going to do, how to get out of this mess. Life in Free City has continued almost as if nothing has changed. From the glass ceiling bar, which is at the Star Town, business goes on as usual. Before we started the recording and started playing the game, Father Chris, you asked a question. Why would the cops be looking for us, given they have way bigger things going on? That could be asked of the entire district of Heartbreak, where the Star Town is, and the capital. Because life is just going on as if nothing else is happening, as if you can't hear explosions and gunfire and flashes far out on the horizon. And people are just in a sort of, I don't know what to call this, some sort of malaise, like, what else can we do but live? And the MPs and the cops that are here have nothing else that they can do except their job. We'll see if order cracks, but so far it hasn't. The military headquarters is here too. Now, I'll describe what you see in the Starport bar. You can choose to leave. I'll describe what you can see around you as well. If you venture out further from Heartbreak District, you would be entering the front lines of the war. Okay. So here at Glass Ceiling Bar, it is everything is kind of bathed in neon, and like everything is just painful to the eyes because everything wants your attention. Everything wants your credits. And that's true of the city, where everything is an ad, everything is a handout, everything is everything's a scheme, and everything wants your money. That's true here in the bar, and what it looks like. Otherwise, it's a greasy chrome and synthetic wood lined place. In the bar, there is I'll describe who you can see in here. There are regular bar patrons, which, off-duty military. There are plenty. That's very common, as well as off-duty workers for the Star Town who go to work even though nothing is coming or going, and loaders and different workers and stuff. It's late at night. There are also people, and you as travelers would immediately recognize someone who is a fellow traveler or someone who is like of note, like someone who obviously has these kind of talents and skills that you have or that you look for. one of whom is a woman. She has like how do I describe this? Imagine a raincoat, like a raincoat, like it's like plastic or opaque. And it looks like there's stuff that shifts in colors beneath it. She's otherwise this thin woman, and she's at the bar. She has one augmetic eye. There is also trying to begin a conversation with her at the bar unsuccessfully, a man in patchwork tactical gear. It looks like he's bought it like, you know, at a surplus store or something. And then there is a woman who sits in a corner, and people will come to her every so often and sit with her, and she'll look at them, and then people will walk away and they're weeping. She has 2 screens over her eyes and like these dangling things from the tops of the screens. And the last thing I suppose I should note, this is like in a high rise that's an extension of the Star Town. You know that the cocktails here, you can tell that they microdose them with drugs at people's request. The bartender keeps his face covered with a chrome helmet and otherwise wears a suit. And that's what you see in the bar tonight at the Glass Ceiling Bar in Free City.
What are you thinking? Do you want to try to unload our drugs here? Seems like they might have use for that.
Yeah, we should at least ask who to go to.
Yeah.
How far from here to the black market?
Yeah.
Who do you ask that?
Bartender, I guess. Oh, maybe we'll just walk up talking, you know?
You just like,
walk up to the bar talking.
you just outright say, tell me where the black market is?
Well, I mean, no, I'm asking him. Yeah, you know, and then it's just like, I mean, look, if you let Gunn start talking, he's gonna start talking. So
I'm just gonna stand back and let you do your thing, I think.
my thing, my whole skill is with a blade. Hey, my man, nice helmet.
He tilts his head. He leans forward and he says, welcome to the Glass Ceiling, sir. Can I get you something to drink?
Well, yeah. I wonder if maybe we can get you something for your drinks.
Oh,
You know what I mean?
yes. I think so. He has an accent that is not Anglic. He doesn't sound like he's from the rumored portion of Nirvana sector. He sounds like he's from somewhere else. Everybody in the Rim, they sound like they've got like a country accent, you know. And he says, I am always interested. What would you have to offer me? It is hard to obtain products nowadays.
Well, can I look around? Like, is there can I just show you? Or I don't quite know what we have, to tell you the truth.
He holds up his hand and he says, and then he points to your right as you approach him. And you can hear boots clacking, and he says, I think perhaps that for now you should stay on the in the VIP level. And he hands you a key card, and it's like there's a door, and it does not go to a VIP lounge. Like goes to like a you know, like a, what do you call the thing on an apartment level where it goes up to through a utility part and then it goes up to a ceiling, you know?
The
service door.
Service
Yeah,
door,
service
yeah.
door, yeah. And he says, this is on me.
I nod and grab the thing. Hearing the boots approaching, perhaps, you know, I'll just gesture, yeah.
Yeah, let's go.
All right, you're able... Yeah, go ahead.
just like looking around, is he like cutting limes? Do you have a blade? I want to get you even the smallest little knife here.
Well, we have a knife.
Oh, you have a knife?
A
Okay,
blade is
cool.
a specific thing. It's like a chopper, or a machete. Like it's
Oh,
a
yeah, yeah,
like
yeah, yeah. Got you,
shipboard
got you.
combat marine type
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
weapon.
Cool, cool, cool. Never mind. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Yeah. So you all have weapons. Okay. All right. So
Well, you told us that we each had a knife and a holdout and
Oh,
a
right.
semi
From the
Yeah,
Voidstein.
from the original
I keep
adventure, yeah.
paying. I keep paying for that situation.
Hey man, give me an inventory. I'm going to use it.
Yeah. Like the guy who kept the laser carbine. But anyways, so you take the card and you swipe it and it clicks the door and the door opens and it closes and clicks behind you just as you hear the boots enter. You can hear from the other side of the door about somewhere between 4 and 6 people, like a bunch of different boots, and they come in and they say, "Hey, bartender, it's good to see you again." And you hear him just cordially like, "It's good to see you as well, Sergeant. Please take a seat. I'll have your usual ready soon." He says in like a calm, like an odd foreign accent. And anyways, you see ahead of you, like the ceiling is like gone in a place. There's hanging wires. There's like a flashing light. It's completely black in here. It's pitch black, and there's stairs that go up and down. And the stairs that go up to the ceiling. And there's nothing in here except this is for like utility stuff. And some time passes, and you're able to come back down, and the Marine MPs have left. And you go back up to the bar, and he says, "Now it seems that perhaps you owe me a favor as well."
I'm sure we can work something out.
The product that you have with you would be very valuable to me and my clients here. It's hard to find replacements for that now.
Indeed.
He offers to buy it.
What are your skills, Arthur?
Not this. I have.
I'm just gonna keep winging it then, I guess.
Yeah, go for it. No, I have nothing that is useful for this.
This is interesting. The chart supplement does not seem to have... Well, let me see if the trade thing is at the end. Communications. Oh, here it is. Actually, it is at the end. Okay.
Drugs.
Let's see. Drugs. Let me find it here on the list. Oh, I remember. It's not on the list. It has its own chapter. I keep forgetting that. I keep forgetting the drug chapter. All right, let me bring that up. I believe I said you had speed, which is not called
correct.
Which is not called speed, but I'll get its name here in just a second. Drugs. So, it's called simply fast. Neither of you have Streetwise or medical. Okay. You don't know what this is then. To make things worse, he looks at it and he says, "How much would you take?" You have 100 units of this in a case.
I do remember what it was supposedly worth.
Thank God.
Supposedly, I don't know. Let me see. I gotta do some math. Well, it's supposed to be 20K for the case, so if it's 100, like 200 per unit. But he did just save our lives.
So 20K then?
20K, yeah.
20K.
You offered 20K. He quickly slides 20,000 credits and quickly takes the case because
Oh boy.
massively undervalued that. He's
Oh,
like, excellent, thank you.
Hey, thanks for the assist back there.
Now
I know you got a great deal. It's not like we have a lot of time to mess around, so maybe you can just sort of make up the difference with just a little bit of information, huh?
of course.
We need to. I need to acquire a good blade, and we need to go to a good place where it's we can find some. Oh, hey. Why are they hunting us down?
He leans forward and tilts his head. People hunt people down here in this sector, oftentimes because they're important. People also hunt people down, and leans forward again, because they're very unimportant.
Gotcha. No, I get you.
Do
Now,
you know who the real important people are?
and then he says some things that he shouldn't know, right? Like he says, I know that many people here in the Star Town would like to leave. I see that you want to leave as well. It will be very difficult to do so. I think you'll find that the only way to leave before the battle finds itself here at our door is a willingness to sacrifice someone else. They've really put us in a terrible situation. There are very important people. I don't know if they would want to meet with you, but I've heard things. What exactly are you looking for?
I'd like to get the case that we're trying to get in the first place. Another ship escaped off of the space station right before us. This ain't the right case. The one I just sold you. So, we need to find that other guy. Find what we were originally trying to look for. Any word of another ship that landed near here recently, just before us, or what kind of a vessel was it?
It was a free trader, a 210 free trader.
Describe the vessel to him.
As you know, and he motions, because you're in a high rise, he motions out to the open pad, and it's just utterly crowded, with every kind of vessel you can imagine. Tons of starships. Marine counter artillery is defending the Star Town. So far, they've managed to do that. It also, you get the impression, having both been in the military, you get the impression that the bugs are not trying to destroy this place. Okay. He once again says something he shouldn't know. He says, you were hired to get government information. You were hired to get government information by someone who is far more important than anyone else here. I could imagine that if you could get your hands on it and make it out of here, that you could be quite wealthy.
I guess that's the idea.
It's very unlikely that you'll be able to do that in time. But I do know where that ship went.
Well, do tell.
How?
Oh, he's interested in stuff I'm not interested in.
Yeah, he just looks at, and it's this chrome, I wish I had a picture of it. There's a guy in the server that his...
Like Daft Punk.
It has just a chrome, faceplate, and then he's wearing a suit and he has gloves on. He just ignores you. He does not tell you how.
Yeah.
Yeah. Vespidia Station.
Can we get to the station without triggering the blockade, do you think?
Absolutely not. Then you'll need to write this down. I'm not going to remember it.
Are you writing, Arthur?
I got
Actually.
Vespedia Station.
Vespidius.
Vespidius.
Vespedia.
It's there on the map, Vespidius.
Oh,
It's,
yeah,
it's
yeah,
another. It's in the orbit of the same Teunkum.
The encounters and going to be. Where is he? Just making sure I have this right. Yeah, there. Okay. It's called the Arrow. It's a scout ship. Technically still in the employ of the federal Scout Service. I doubt that it is in actuality in the service of the Federation currently. Vespidia Station, as you know, is red zoned. And from what I understand, is in a similar circumstance, except worse. If I were to guess, if I were a traveler, and I had the arrow, and I had a priceless item that was valuable to the Federation and surrounded by Federation assets in a red zone starport, I would risk my life. That's what I know of travelers. I would imagine that he would try to deliver the information, either to the authorities at Helios or to the people that want to take the information at Heaven's Edge. Your guess is as good as mine which way he went.
Do you know what the information is?
No. But that doesn't solve the real problem, which is how you'll even get there.
Indeed.
You may want to speak to an information broker. Keep in mind that nothing is free, and he taps the case that you gave him. And he points toward the man who has turned his back to the bar, who's in tactical garb, like LBE and stuff like that, and OD colored pants and boots. He says, I know that he would be eager to speak to you if you have money. And just one other one. The other option that you might consider is to go to the Sprawl.
Well, where can I get a good blade? Let's start there.
The Sprawl. It's a
Sprawl it is.
wrecked Federation battleship. You can find it approximately 2 kilometers southeast of here. They keep a market inside of one of its engines.
Do you want to speak to this information broker before we head there? Yeah, I agree. Well, you've been very helpful. I guess
Extremely helpful.
we maybe should have asked a higher price.
He fake laughs. Ha 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 ha. One last thing. If you do want to try to make it out of here, as unlikely as that is, only ask for normal drinks here.
Why?
He ignores you.
I'm just gonna take his advice.
Sure. Well, I'll have a normal drink.
He gives you a normal drink.
I doubt
I'm good with water, sir.
He gives you some water.
All right. So let's go talk to this guy here. He's talking to somebody else, or is he just hanging out by himself?
He's just jamming. He's vibing. The lady he was trying to speak to kind of rebuffed him, and then now he's sitting, turned with his back to the bar. As you come up to him, he's like, actually, let me see what he says. Let's find out. Okay. He says, oh, hey, how's it going? And then he sees like the muscle on gun, you know, and everything. And he looks at you. He's like, oh, yeah. Used to be feds, huh?
I guess.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't usually call Marines feds, though. We just call ourselves, we're just Marines, you know?
Yeah. Yeah. Well, no one cares anymore. The only thing that matters now is, well, the big C.
Right.
Credits. I take. You mean?
Law,
I'm smart.
damn it. This guy gets it.
Yeah.
He looks out at the battle, stands up, looks out the window pane. He's like, how much longer do you think we got? 1 day? 2 days? A week?
I don't know.
From the looks of it, I think we have as long as the hegemony wants to give us, and not much longer.
He looks back at you and smiles. He's like, I guess you would know.
You got a chip on your shoulder, bud?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Let me tell you something. F the feds. Law damn the
Yeah.
feds.
All right. I mean, we're not
Oh.
with them anymore. Just
Yeah.
any
Just
particular
looking for a little
reason?
information.
They're incompetent. They've lost half the solar system. Everything is falling apart.
Yeah, hard to argue with that from here. But anyway, Arthur, you were saying. I forgot what we wanted to ask this guy anyway.
Well, so elegantly pointed out for us, it's bad out there, and we're seeing if anyone is. Have you heard any rumors about people who have a plan to get out?
You think people are going to get out of here?
I think someone might.
You know, I was just thinking about that, how crazy that would be, but I just feel a little parched and just
You know
feel
what?
a little peaked.
You look like you could use a drink. What do you want?
Oh, you know, they've got a really expensive drink at the bar here.
Yeah.
Man, I just wish I could try it. Just a little shortchanged.
I got you. I'm gonna go get this for you. And I'm gonna go up to the bartender and get this expensive drink for him. And I'm gonna say, please dose this.
Yeah. He gives you the drink, but he says 2,000 credits.
I'll slide over 2,000 credits to him, and I will slide over another 100, and I say, please dose that.
He does. Yeah, you know.
Yeah.
And you bring the drink back to him.
Yeah, yeah.
He throws the entire thing back, and you see his pupils go. And he breathes. And he's like, "Oh yeah, I haven't been able to see or feel this good in a long time. Oh, let's have a chat. You're trying to do some business in town. I think you could use a friend."
Yeah,
You're a friend?
we're looking for anybody who has information. Given the situation, it would be advantageous if you were trying to leave to go at the same time as other people, or maybe just after them in the opposite direction.
Neither of you have medic, right? Or medical?
No.
Okay. Okay. Sorry. He grabs hold of the edge of the bar and he's like, I don't think anybody's getting out of here. But if I were someone looking for a crazy plan, just very interesting, I bet there are a couple people I would talk to. In fact, they're friends of mine. It's good to have friends. The name, by the way, is Drex.
Nice to meet you, Drex.
Yeah, call me Gun.
I'm Arthur.
Gun, Arthur. Such a joy to meet. It's just so good to meet you. I would like to show you around Free City. I think maybe there's a couple of people that you might like to meet.
Hey, sounds good. Hey, take me to the Blade store first, would you? Need to get a good one.
Yeah, we were gonna go to the Sprawl. We're gonna go to the Blade store at the Sprawl.
He puts his finger up like this, and then he laughs, and then he skips like a psychopath, like that guy from it makes me think of like Clockwork Orange. Like he just looks like an absolute psychopath, and just starts skipping out into this crime-ridden city that's about to fall to,
It's always just a Wednesday,
It's just a Wednesday for Drex. Let's see here. And all right, let's go to the district. I have labeled here at the top the places you know. As you discover more places, I'll label them for you so that that way it's nice and simple. Because this is just going to look like a city street otherwise. And there's nothing about this that you shouldn't even necessarily treat this as perfectly accurate or something like that. It's just a conceptual map, okay? But the conceptual map is very much the case in that there are these glaring neon lights and dark alleyways everywhere, and just a web of alleys and roads and streets. There are ground cars and air rafts that are traveling up and down the streets and in the air and going to high rises and traveling back and forth. And as I said, Federation forces have been successful in keeping life here going, even though nothing is coming or going. And no trade goods are coming and going. What could be noted here? I suppose I will note there is a big gleaming tower out here in the distance with rotating lights on it. There is, of course, the Star Town and the Starport itself, which, as I mentioned, is crowded with starships. The glass ceiling bar where you were at, and the hotel. The hotel is simply the Star Town Hotel, which is where I presume you're going to sleep. That's paid for in your weekly fee. From there, he simply offers. Drex is so, the Sprawl, a blade. Is that right?
Yeah,
That's right.
I think that you should speak to my friend Silk. I think Silk will really help you out if you have the money to afford her. A blade will be no problem, though. He gleams maniacally, and he does a pirouette and just starts dancing down the dark alley away from you.
Might as well follow him.
Yep.
All right. This will take 2 hours. Interesting. Okay, that's going to take a minute. All right, here we go. You make it down this dark alley. The alley straight across, and there's a web of them going in amongst various buildings. There's also some pedways and some places where you can traverse on a second and third level in different parts of buildings up above you. And Arthur, please roll a d6.
Oh, did I roll 2? No.
Okay, I see that you got a 2. I got a 4. Nobody is surprised. You see 6 workers come out of a building nearby, and they look exhausted and tired. 2 of them have shades of light blue skin. One of the workers is helping one of the workers that has blue skin. Like, in fact, he calls him Arthur. Like, he just has the name, like his name's Arthur, and he's like, "Come on, Arthur, come on, I'll get you to your apartment. It'll be all right. We got 12 hours before the next shift. Come on, Arthur."
I'm going to say...
Go on our way.
Yeah, I'm going to say, good name, buddy.
He looks up at you, and he has these, like, unusually alien, like, big bug eyes. His eyes look wrong, and his skin's blue. And he looks like he's about to throw up, and he has this desperate look, and then his friend is holding him. He's like, come on, Arthur. Let's get you home.
I'm going to look at Drex and be... So, this is foreign to me. This is, like, not something I would have familiarity with. Like,
The blue skin, no.
And,
unless you have medical, which keeps coming up tonight is important. It's weird. It's weird.
It's
Didn't
almost
expect
like we
that
needed
one.
a medic.
Yeah.
I'm gonna look at Drex and be like, "What's up with these guys with blue skin?"
Oh, yeah. We just, he's probably not got long left. About a year ago, year and a half ago, somebody brought in a mother load of drugs, and it looked like a good deal. Made everybody young. I didn't take it. After the initial flood, the market got expensive. But the stuff is getting passed around. People get sick, they take one of these drugs, they stay alive a little longer. People that are desperate take it. It seems to make people feel real young. I've seen old people walk right into the bar as if they were 40 years younger. Well, anyways, then their skin starts turning blue. After a while, they start moaning and getting out of their mind, and their eyes start glowing blue, and something's wrong with them.
Looked like there was something wrong with that guy.
All right, well, let's keep moving.
All right.
Good call.
You make it to this street right here. And you see where sometime long ago a gouge was taken out in Free City in some battle, probably with the Empire, probably with the core word power, the Galactic North toward the core. And a battleship seems to have crashed here, and they just built around it. And it's got this big gouge and different levels that go down. And you encounter... All right, let's see here. Father Chris, roll a d6, please. They don't see you. There are 2 people that are on the opposite side, and they're speaking, and you eavesdrop and you can overhear them. And they're like, our friends, they talked to a lady. We're hoping up that way. And they point this way. Let me make sure that I have it right. They point toward this big rectangular building. It looks like a big, huge warehouse, like three stories, 3-floor high warehouse. Big, long thing. You're like, quantum minerals. We're hoping that they can, I don't know, just take a whole section of it out. If we could just take out quantum minerals, then a whole portion of this place would open up. You hear them talking about this. They do not see you.
I'll whisper to Drax. What's quantum minerals?
Oh, it's one of the big companies in town. I mean, not one of the really big companies, but they used to pay for a lot of jobs coming out of here. They were really protective about their cargo. They didn't like a lot of questions, but they paid well. But they don't treat their workers well here. My guess is it's come time that some people are starting to think about cannibalism in a way.
All right.
As a metaphor. But they will
Yeah.
kill people.
No doubt. All right. Interesting place you got here.
It's home, he smiles, big gleaming psychotic smile.
All right.
All right. You guys keep going?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see here.
We got an hour and a half left.
Indeed. You descend down into these levels of this crashed battleship. And, have you all ever seen the movie Demolition Man?
It's been a long time, but yeah.
Yes.
you-
it's been a long-
Do you know the sewer? Okay, maybe that's too. Okay. This place is filled full of like pipes and steam, and there's like, places cast in light that's too bright that cast other places in shadows that are too dark. It smells like fried food made from whatever that could be found down here, whatever things that are living. It also smells like fried electronics. Like you can smell burning and ozone in places. And there's the hum of all sorts of people talking and a great many negotiations in many dark corners. Some places just selling nondescript Trax brand burgers. Other places selling other things. And he passes by and he whistles happily and he's like, he taps on a door and he's like, "You get any knife you want here." And the door opens, and sure enough, there's like a blade store, and any kind of blade you can imagine is here, including some exotic ones, not in the book.
Yep. I just want my
A blade. You got it. It's at book price. Anything else?
If we, so I would like to have a revolver, but if I took care of that before this session, like I've got it on me. If not, I want to buy one now.
you got one on you. It'd be at book price. You could
Okay.
easily find a
Yeah, okay.
revolver in a
Yeah.
normal store.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sweet. Cool. Do you want to pick up cloth armor, or is that overkill?
It's. Do you have the book open? I'm trying to find the page.
I do.
I don't want to spend too long on it, but
Yeah.
I think it might be prudent.
Yeah, let's do that.
Book
Oh,
3,
it's
page. Oh wait, actually, I'm looking at the wrong
Cloth armor
thing.
is pretty.
It's pretty cheap. It's not too bad.
Cloth is $250,
Yeah.
and a blade is 50. Okay,
There you go.
not bad.
No one wants IR goggles or light intensive fire goggles, or has anybody got rifle 4 or something like that and want a telescopic sight or something?
No, but I would love let's get just like a personal communicator. It's like the 10 kilometer range one, and one for each of us, so that like if we do get separated, we can chat.
Now, this is 15 kilograms. What's your strength?
Oh. I don't know if I want the 15 kilograms.
Mm-hmm. In fact, the medium one is also pretty heavy. It's belt mounted. It weighs 10 kilograms. So, like, your strength will matter for this, and it'll affect your ability to use a blade.
Yeah, maybe we just stay within earshot.
What page are we at?
The short range one is 5 kilos. So,
5 kilos, 10 pounds.
this is on page 18 of book 3. That will put you in normal load if you just simply have a blade, which is 350 grams, and a weapon, which is usually about 5 kilos. At most. Some of them are 4.5 kilos, etc.
Oh, yeah. We want... we got to get to a higher tech level place so we can get like the 300-gram one.
Yeah, no, there are not any here. Yeah, we're in the far future 70s, and the short range communicator is not a cell phone. It's like, like not the Prick 117, but the big, like big thing like that, And then the long range communicator is like the Prick 117 with the backpack and everything, like with a big antenna on it and everything.
Yeah. There would be in the ship already like electronic toolkit and mechanical toolkit. So if I need to do anything like that with the ship, it would be there.
Nope. You'll want to get those. Nope. Yeah. However, you don't need to get those at a black market. I'm just talking about like really fancy stuff, like military grade things. If you want something, lockpick sets, you're not going to get that in a normal store. If you want that, you should get it here.
Yeah. I don't have any specific plans that rely on devices.
Okay.
Yeah, I am going to get
you can also purchase a vehicle if you have the money.
I am going to get
Can you drive a car?
No, I cannot. I can't do
I.
anything. We can all do. We can all do basic stuff. We can do all the basics.
You can do ATV and air raft if you're a traveler. You have skill 0 in those two.
Okay.
All right. I am going to pick up a IR goggles after all.
Okay. You are able to find them at book price. All right.
How much are those?
500 credits.
500. I'll get a pair too. IR goggles. Right. Yeah.
Doesn't say how much they weigh, so I'm not even gonna worry about it. The binoculars, for some reason, it does. They're 1 kilo, so I don't know. Whatever. All right. Maybe it assumes you're wearing them like a
I think it does.
Rainbow Six or something. Okay. So, you buy stuff. All right. Easily done. There's all kinds of stores here he can bring you to, but he's like, I'm getting tired for the night. I think I'll introduce you to my friend Silk, but she's kind of a professional, you see. I don't know if you're her class. And he rubs his hands together like, like that's going to take a lot of money.
Class? What do you mean?
Costs money, traveler.
How much?
To see Silk, maybe 5K.
He must have meant 500. I can spare 500. That's no problem.
He laughs at you maniacally. And then he dances over and he's like, this nightclub here in the back, 5,000. You'll find anything you want in Free City. He bows and then he cackles and pirouettes into the dark night.
Well, flying high, that one.
Yeah.
5,000. I guess we did just get 20,000, so...
Yeah.
What do we even need from this woman anyway? I guess a way out is what we're hoping, right?
Yeah, we're hoping for information maybe on other people leaving, or if we could all go at the same time and we could all wait 30 seconds after our supposed time to hope that someone else goes on time and then, scatter.
Yeah.
Uh,
Or maybe we can hope to make our way to that space station up there and get a hold of that other scout ship, and then get a hold of the actual case and do our actual job.
let's get past the blockade first, and then we can decide where we're gonna jump.
No, I mean we don't have to jump anywhere to go there. It's just in orbit.
Of note, I don't think your scout ship has a flight plan, so
Right.
you'll have to go to the Starport Authority, and I think it costs 10,000 credits, and you'll have to pick. You'll have to decide where you want to go, and you'll have that cartridge, and you can go there.
That's for jumping, though,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, I think that I can look it up real quick, but I think you have to pay to purchase the flight plan if your ship doesn't have the ability to do it.
Yeah, yeah. But I mean that's just
That is to
jumping.
say, you'll
That's-
have to figure this out before you leave, where you want to go, and you'll have to
Yeah,
pay
yeah.
for it. Yeah.
if we want to jump, because isn't there another spaceport up at that space station?
It's probably 1.5 million kilometers from here. And, you know, they can attack you at 650,000 kilometers. If you were able to provide a distraction, it will not be a distraction that will last for hours. And you would need something, you know, off the top of my head, you would need 5 hours to get to. And then the other thing is Vespidius, as has been noted, is also red zoned. So it has buoys and they track Vespidius. They do not do that to Heaven's Edge. So he had suggested the ship either, and besides that, he thought that the ship left. So he thinks it either went to Heaven's Edge or to Helios. Helios would be where the government is. If they're like, hey, let's turn this into the government, right? And Heaven's Edge is like, hey, let's go turn this into some kind of unscrupulous, you know, underworld agent, which is who your patron was.
Well, Heaven's Edge is where we ran from, isn't it?
Yes. Yes.
So, anyway, I
Doesn't
don't
mean
know.
you can't go home.
Well, Arthur, listen, it's your ship, man. You know, I've been doing a lot of talking tonight. You know, and I got an itchy blade finger. I can tell you that much.
Do you want to, you know, I feel like I've got a mountain of credits burning a hole in my pocket. Let's go talk to Silk.
Let's do it.
Yeah, I'll cover this, but, you know, we go 50-50 on buying the
well,
jump
no, hold
plan.
on. That's right. Now, you laid out, didn't you shell out? You shelled out for that guy's crazy drink. So,
I did.
well,
I did.
so I'll take 2,500 of the Silk price there.
Okay.
Does that make sense? Wait, does that make sense? No. I'll take 3,500 to make up for my half of the drink price from before.
Okay.
Or should we pay? Wait, maybe we paid for all of this out of the drug money.
Let's do that. Yeah, out of the drug money.
Okay,
Yeah.
so we're down to 18,000. We can say the
Yeah.
tip. I would not have tipped the guy. So the tip. 100 credits
I
was
tipped him
yours. Okay.
to like dose him with whatever that was. But yeah.
Yeah.
But the rest we can take out of the drug money.
Okay.
It totally slipped my mind while Drex was here. I also was gonna see if I could get would like a transponder or something to mask my ship if we cannot get out of here. Is that something that I would be able to pick up here? And like, what would that cost?
He doesn't know, but this, you know, the idea is this lady is the Nexus. She can point you to
All right. Yeah.
the next
All right,
person
then
that will
let's-
want money.
Yeah, exactly. Who else do I pay?
This is a sleazy, like a strip club. Not a strip club, like what would it be called? It would be like a bar, but you know, you can do unscrupulous things in it. I don't know what that would be called. Like not a strip club, but like there's women and it's a bar, a dive bar. In the back of the dive bar.
She can't swim a lick, but she sure knows every dive in town.
With the lyrics. In the back of the bar is an obviously well-guarded place with two men and a woman, also scantily dressed, who receives the look at identification and speak, and usually seems to be turning people away. That's where Drex pointed you to.
All right.
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
All right.
I'm going to walk boldly up there.
As you try to do that, another woman bumps into you. And she's also scantily clad. And she like stops, startles, looks at you and says, "Wait a second. You're travelers. You're traders. You don't, not like TRADERs. You're not locals, and you don't work for the government." The name's Tina, and it's like she reaches out her hand to shake your hand, like, you know, but like she looks like she works here, but like she wants to shake your hand. Makes no sense whatsoever.
Are you Silk? What is going on?
Oh, you're gonna talk to Silk? You're gonna talk to Silk?
I'm gonna check my pockets. I don't trust this thing.
Yeah, I'm patting it.
Okay, please hear me out. My name's Tina, and I work for Jump Space Broadcasting. I'm a reporter. I was embedded here.
Oh, for the love of...
It's worth it. Listen, let me go with you.
Hey, we can always use an extra hand. Can you use a gun?
No.
Are you a trained medic?
No. But I know people. If we...
Do you know the streets at all, or...
Look, what's the plan? Are you gonna like find a way down into like into the
out of my way?
Underworld way? And like you're walking, and she's like trying to walk with you, and she's like, "No, listen, please.
You want to tag along? I got no problem. Just stop standing in my way."
My bosses have money, and you know it may be a while before the planet is liberated. But if you let me stay with you, if you're going into the underworld to try to like survive the battle, then if I could stay with you, I could get the story.
All right. Just pipe down, all right? Just come along. We're about to do the thing.
What do you think, Arthur?
I don't know. I mean, hey, look,
Arthur's just gonna say like, you wanna crawl down? You wanna go hide? How much is it worth to just get off the planet?
Get off the? How could we get off the planet? You have a way off the planet?
We could either fly out or die trying.
That's madness. The hegemony would just shoot you out of the sky.
Most likely. Well, I calculated the odds slightly less than 50%.
Hey, you got $1,000 on you?
This is a great story up until you get to the starport, though. And she strokes her face. She's like, "I'm with you. I'll make it worth your while."
Yeah.
How?
Speaking of which, do you got $1,000 on you?
Do you not have any money?
Yeah, we got some money, but if you're gonna come with us, you might as well pull your weight.
I don't...
Think of it as a down payment on your space Pulitzer.
Okay. And she like goes and she goes and she gets like normal clothes on. She comes back and she gives you 1,000 credits.
Nice.
Let's add it to the kitty. We're back up to 19. I'm treating that like our operating fund right now before we split it up.
That's good.
All right, Tina the reporter or the journalist.
Throwing an MGT2 archetype into a CT game. Let's see how long she lasts.
All right, so you go up to the two big thugs and the lady, and she says, "Hello. Do you have a pass to enter the VIP lounge?"
I was given to understand we could get one for... Was it $4,000?
4 of hard thousands, 1 of hers. You can try 4 and see
4
what
or
they say.
5. 5.
It was
Oh.
it was
Let's
5.
call it 5. Let's
Oh,
call it 5.
I'm
Yeah,
sorry, sir. If you want to apply for a membership, there are some and she's starts talking about the VIP membership. You're not here for a VIP membership. You're not here to go into the VIP lounge. You're for what's behind the VIP lounge, right?
We want to talk. We want to talk to Silk.
The two men look at each other, and she's like, the owner is not available for walk-in appointments, sir. I'm really sorry." Yeah, obviously, looks at you. You look like,
I mean, hey, aren't you? Is she friends with Drax? Drax told us 5K. It's kind of an emergency.
5K. She looks for it.
Oh yeah. I'll reach into the I don't know. Did we keep the case? Maybe the case is what we used. We
So a
emptied
little
the case
a
full
little
bar.
bit of drugs falls down.
A little bit of powder comes out.
So trashy. All
a
of
good
it is.
case.
All of it.
It's a good case. But I'll sort of count out 5,000 from the case.
She takes the 5,000 and she nods toward the men. She says, "Please follow me, sir. Madam Silk will see you now."
Thank you.
Let's see here. Something. Spooky. A little too spooky. This is okay though. Okay. You go into the back of the bar, and it is there is rooms of silk curtains and pads and everything, and there are other women here. There are no men. There is drug smoke, and you go into the back, and there's an office arrangement, and then there's a beautiful woman back here. Beautiful. She is also young. She's early 20s. And she has piercing black eyes and jet black hair. And the woman that brings you back to her, she says, "Madam Silk, I apologize for the intrusion, but these valued patrons have offered something of use to us. They won't take much of your time, I assure you." And she looks at you all, and then Silk, she looks and she says, "Oh no, please take as much time as you want." She smiles. "Here, take a seat at and let me get you something." She gets you gets a decanter of something that looks pearly and expensive, and empties it into glass.
I have one to Tina.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
just hold mine.
Yeah.
It's not gonna knock us out.
Tina,
is it?
Tina smells it, and she's like, This is Corward. This is a Corward, a Corward dessert wine." And
Nice. I'll knock mine back in a gauche and wasteful manner, not appreciating it at all.
And Silk is like, "Now, how can I help you?" I see you've already met actually, I gotta get her last name. Yeah, I got her first name. Last name is Hunt. Tina Hunt. "I see you've already met Mrs. Hunt." And she says, I didn't give you my name." She's like, "I know. You work for Jump Space. It's fine. I know that you've been here for several weeks. It's not like you found anything, have you, Mrs. Hunt?" "Well, until now."
Mrs., huh? Dang. Oh well. So, does that mean you know everything about us too?
I'm afraid not. It's obvious that you're travelers. You came across some credits and you want some information. I'm at your service.
Thank you. Can we just cut to the chase, do you think, Arthur? I mean,
Yeah.
can we just find out right
yeah.
away if it's at all possible to get off of this this place? Or is
Please,
that just
I
a
would.
fool's errand?
Yes, please. I would prefer if we just spoke openly. It's
We want
tiresome.
to leave here.
I would imagine, and I'm sure you've seen that is rather difficult.
Yes. We need other people to leave at the same time.
She stands up and she looks outside the window. Her gossamer, see-through gown trailing behind her. And she looks outside and she says, "My sources tell me that without Federation support, this location will fall in a matter of weeks. When that happens, I don't think there's any way that we will survive. I think it will be a bloodbath. Outside the city, it already is. Millions have died. Do you know that? Millions.
What do you mean by that? There's millions of people on this planet that are just dying?
Yes. They're of no use to the hegemony except as an obstacle. And I think that's what we will become. And obstacles are...
Sorry.
Yes, I don't think we will survive. So I think we have a mutually beneficial arrangement if we're willing to take some risks. Do you have a ship?
Oh, I was hoping that you had one.
Oh, no, I'm afraid not.
Oh, well, you know people that do?
I did, but not the ships that we need.
What do you need?
Something fast.
Oh,
Military grade radar. Signals
Oh.
package. Something
Oh.
that won't carry a lot of potential unneeded cargo.
I see.
I look over at Arthur like openly confused and like I'm following your lead on this one, pal.
I was gonna lean over and say, it's technically the scout ship, it's not mine.
Oh, now I understand. Makes perfect sense.
So, if we were to find a ship that met those criteria, that's still just one. We need more than one for much of a chance.
Well, there are dozens and dozens of starships at that starport. It is the largest starport, the largest low port in the solar system. One of the largest in the sector. I think what we need is more chaos. I don't think that with this sense of order and protection the Federation is providing, I don't think there will be a sense of urgency needed that will provide the screen for
You're saying
all
we
of
need
the
a
ships.
catalyst.
Yes,
We need something to make people run.
that, and then we need a ship.
I see. The ship you're describing will not have much room for additional cargo, as it were. What use of it is it to someone like yourself?
We need to leave. I think we have the same goal. It doesn't need to be comfortable. But it must be fast.
So, walk me through what you think this would look like. You let the slow ships take off in the chaos. You wait a beat, and then you use the faster ship to go somewhere where they are not going.
She points out the window and she says, "Those brave Marines, they are dead. It's just a matter of when. I think they're key. We need to actually bring the attention of the hegemony here to the surface. Those brave Marines need to do what Marines do. When that happens, we need to trigger one of the buoys to look away. From there, if we can make it into a low orbit, we need to drift cold. Drift cold for a long time."
How long?
A week? Actually, let me do the math.
How are you going to turn the buoy away?
Actually, like, okay, it's giving me 70,560 meters per second. And it needs to go at a safe jump distance. This could break it. You may decide you just want to take the risk of a jump after I come up with this. Let's see, though.
I'm also not sold on destroying this entire city just to get out of here. I might just take the chance of a dice roll. I mean... It worked twice. It worked 3 turns in the scouts, man. What could go wrong?
Yeah, you did it before. You could do it again.
Yeah, right?
All right. According to this... Oh, so far not too bad. Let me compare that. Feel like I maybe have this math wrong. Jump to 2Gs, 133... Why is my math different than Classic Traveler's math? Where am I going wrong here? I'm coming up with 1 hour and 15 minutes if you made it at 2 Gs for 1 hour. Well, that's because if you did 2 Gs for 1 hour, you would be at... Okay, I may have all of this wrong. Safe jump distance. You'd be at a safe jump distance. No. You go for 74, you go to 60 minutes is about 100,000 kilometers, and then you need to go another 220,000 kilometers, but you just stay at that velocity and you go cold. That's going to take you another like 2 hours. It's not that bad.
She's suggesting an hour of burn, basically.
Yeah, an hour burn. Actually,
that's 10 combat turns.
Yeah, you need 10 combat turns of it. So the buoy, but consider this. The distance is vast, right? These ships are going at 5G. They're going to be, let me look at it here. They're going to be at...
Their radar are the same as ours.
Yeah, they're going to be more than 650,000 kilometers away. They're going to be 1.5 million kilometers away. At 1.5 million kilometers in 5G... It's going to take them an hour and a half. So you got an hour. But that's to get to a safe jump distance. They're going to intercept you. So you want them to intercept someone else. You need to get the buoy to look at something else, or shut down the buoy and get them to look at something else and send them off somewhere else.
Who's coming with us on this journey?
Very few.
We got to bring Tara, right?
Yes.
Ooh, that's getting kind of crowded. She looks at Tina. I think 4 is max, is my guess. I do have some important belongings that need to go after all.
I see. Tell me how we're gonna finagle turning the buoy away.
And that is where my talents come in. Combined with yours, I think we might be able to do this. There are other people here with extraordinary talents. Really, to lose them would be a horrible waste, but perhaps necessary. First of all, there is perhaps the greatest computer expert in the sector. I happen to know where she is. If you could have her program an object or the buoy itself, have someone go EVA, attach a device. It's going to take someone risking their life, maybe some brave Marines. Alternately, I also happen to know someone who is a signals expert, probably the best in the sector. They call her the Data Spider. A little risky, but she may be able to actually try to interface with the buoy remotely. They'll need to know that they'll need to not know that they're not coming, I think.
Sounds like a hard thing.
I think so.
No problem.
How much is your passage worth to you?
And there we come to the bottom line. I think if you can get me to my friends at Helios Station, I will ensure that they recompense you very well.
Do you know why the Hegemony hasn't bombarded the city?
They want something here. It makes no sense otherwise.
Shouldn't we try to find what that is?
Yeah, do you know what that is?
This place is a hive of unique things. This is the place to go for unique things. I can think of 100 off the top of my head, I bet. Many of them I take an interest in myself.
Yeah, but how many of them are going to draw a freaking Hegemony fleet down on us?
Maybe 100.
Good lord.
But I never thought it was real, what they said. I was wrong. There is something here that they care about.
All right, so we're just going to ignore that and just
let's take a moment. Let's confer. Do you want to ignore that and see if we can make some money by selling people downriver and trying to jump out of here, or do you want to see what that is?
Yeah, out of character. Do you want to be a big damn hero?
Yeah,
or do you want to get out of here?
No. Get us out.
I mean,
all right, let's make the money.
You know, unless being the big damn hero also gets us like a big damn a lot of money on top of the other a lot of money from Helios.
I think.
But it sounds like it might be a lot more trouble than it's worth. I don't know.
She'll tell you. She'll say, you know, if anybody would know, I would imagine that it would be one of two people. My friend Whispers at Hyperion, or it would be Data Spider. And I think they would speak to you, but it would be a hunt to try to find whatever this thing is. Doesn't seem like they found it yet.
Hey man, it's your ship, you know? I'll swing this blade at somebody's neck before the night is over, or I'm gonna go to bed angry.
I think the smart play for us is to do the dastardly thing and try to get Silk to is it Hyperion? Is that or Helios?
Helios Station, yeah.
Helios Station.
That's Fed headquarters in the area, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm with you.
I think that would be if we want to survive, that's what we want to do, I think.
Do you want to survive?
I'm 50-50 on that.
Me too. Should we flip a coin?
So yeah, actually, yes. You flip it.
All right.
Heads, we leave.
All right, 1 through 3 will be heads.
All right. We're leaving.
We're leaving.
Okay. So you mean you're going to try to talk to one of these two people and find a way to get them to rig a buoy?
Yes.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, sure.
Yeah.
All right. I will have my belongings, but you said you don't have a ship?
I lied.
Well, he
I'm a
said
bad
that.
liar.
I mean, I went with him. Like I said, I followed his lead, but we've had a scout ship the whole time.
I figured that you lied. I just would have preferred for it to be more entertaining than that. I hope it will be on the ride. I'll have my personal belongings, all of whom are very important, transferred to the 1-ton cargo space that you have.
All of whom?
I'm sorry, all of which?
Scared me for a second. You got a
Yeah.
bunch of sliders or something?
Is there anything in particular I should know about this cargo? Is it volatile or?
I would really prefer that you not ask any questions, and I assure you that it will be worth it if we make it to Helios.
Okay. Well,
Let's turn to Tina and say, "Hey, sorry about that. Here's your grand back."
yeah.
She
But
looks
you got
at
a
you
story.
like, what? No, please. You have to take me, please.
Sorry.
She starts making a scene, starts like getting
This
louder.
is
No,
all-
please, I
this
have
is
to. I have to get
This is
out of
all on
here.
background.
Hey, you got to see Silk. You got to meet a couple of real stone cold killers.
She said that this place is going to be overrun in 3 weeks. We're all going to die.
Exaggeration.
I mean, we could die tomorrow when we try to jump, you know? So.
Look, if you take me and not the other person, I have some things I can offer.
Okay, I'll hear you out.
I work for Jump Space Media. They will pay you a lot of money if you can go and speak to them.
Okay.
They don't have any reporter that has managed to get any information off of here. If I can gather as much of the scoop as I can, and I get it back, Jump Space will pay your check too.
You have a data drive?
We can get one.
And is Jump Space located at Helios too?
I don't know. Let me look. Let's see. They are located at Helios.
Sweet. Tina, I think you should put all of your reportage onto a small object that I can put in my ship. And I guarantee you I'll get it to Helios.
Nice. She gulps and she says, I'll do that. She looks brave.
Well, it's a true believer, Arthur.
I'm
I'm
we'll see
inspired.
what happens.
I'm freaking inspired over here.
You know, we need more journalists like you, Tina.
She cries. You can see tears running down her face. All right. Okay, so you have this deal now with Silk, and
I'm gonna ask, gun if he wants to try to use Marines to do this or take the more risky Sig Int way.
How would using Marines work exactly?
I'm not sure. Silk mentioned that they would have to go up to the satellite or the buoy.
You would need to maybe communicate with. So here's, I'm on your all's team here. I'll throw things out. You tell me
Okay.
what you think. You could try to communicate with Tara and have her actually create a fake op. Like what would you call it? What do you call that when you construct a fake op? And that, you know, this is like a low orbit. You know, they take a what are those landing ships? Panos, and then like they just dash toward or a fighter or something. They dash toward this, and they know it's a suicide mission. And like these Marines bravely die just to bring down a buoy, and that's all they do. And then in addition to that, that would be if you talk to the computer person and you paid her a huge sum of money for some sort of like hacked software. She makes you software, and it needs to be attached to the buoy. It can't be transmitted.
Okay.
And then in addition to that, she's suggesting like a Marine counteroffensive to draw their attention away, to where like something where like, you know, they attack a Kythar hive, you know, something really brave, and to where the hegemony actually brings in artillery. Something that actually says, all right, we need ships for this.
And the alternative is the Sigint way, which is less sure, but doesn't burn as many Marines.
I would say it's, yeah, actually, that's a good way to put it. I agree with that. And then in addition to that, if you could just convince people in the chaos, like you have to flee and everybody takes off in their starships and just like does that, then, you know, this is all going to affect the outcome. And I'm open to the ideas. That's just all I can think of.
Tina, what if you ran a story that there's a big offensive coming and the front was breaking down and people needed to get out? Like, what if we bred fear, uncertainty, and doubt, and like people would be more inclined to?
She crosses her arms and she's like, "Why would I do that?"
So it would be
Didn't you
easier
say you
for us to
wanted
leave.
chaos? Yeah, didn't you say you wanted chaos?
Yeah.
I thought you were leaving, Tina.
We are leaving
Oh,
Tina.
yeah.
Yeah, she doesn't want that. Yeah.
I'm sorry,
Now,
I got
it was just an idea. We're brainstorming. There are bad
She's
ideas.
crying.
We're brainstorming.
You can just write all this down. It'll make a great book. Make a great book. This is the reality of being out in the black. No, Tina should be gone. We go.
Yeah. Okay.
We
Yeah.
go,
Yeah.
You know.
She leaves, yeah.
Yeah.
And you're back in the like this dive, you know. You can talk in privacy.
Yeah, is Silk with us now?
No, but if you need anything from her, you can talk to her.
So, okay.
Yeah, I'm all open to ideas. This is just my.
Well, let's just pick
yeah.
one and go with it. You know.
Yeah.
What's wrong with the Marine idea? What's wrong? You know.
Well, you know, feels more morally gray. But you know what? That's what we're doing. Let's do it.
I mean, you know, is it more sure? It's more sure of it. We has a higher. I think we covered that, right?
All right.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
you are gonna ask Silk for directions to get to. Let's see. It's Data Spider. Wait, no, that's not right. It wouldn't be Data Spider. It would be what's her name?
It's Is it Whispers?
Weaver in the sprawl. Weaver. She is like the greatest hacker in the sector. Computer 4.
Wow.
Whoops. Okay. So you go back out into Heartbreak District. And let's see. A couple of things happen. Well, actually, okay, so only one thing happens. All of a sudden, there is a streaking thing across the sky. And there is an explosion. You immediately know what this is. A ship crashes. Not that big. I'll fix it. And it crashes. Ooh, how fortuitous. Right here. Right across the street from where the black market is. Now you're on your way to Weaver. This, like a computer expert. And as you look up, you can see the starship. A starship has been shot down and is streaking in and crash lands there in the street.
What do you think?
Crash lands in the street?
Yeah.
What kind of ship is it?
Do you want to go take a look at the wreck? It's going to take you at least 30 minutes to go over there.
No.
Yeah, I think we move on to Weaver.
Okay. All right, you do that. You find her easily enough. The instructions you're given. You provide some information from Silk. It covers the cost. You have an audience with Jin Takahashi. And she is a woman in her 40s. She has augmetic eyes and a jacket. She looks butch. And she says, "Come on in. Let's talk." All right. I've got a lot of work to do. Got a lot of people that need things. Doesn't look like I'm going to get any of my jobs done, so... how might I serve my Madam Silk?
We need you to fake an op so that Marines will go and distract a buoy so that hopefully the hegemony won't notice ships leaving that way.
She nods. So she's trying to leave.
Yes.
And she's leaving me.
Yes.
All right. Thanks for being honest. It'll take me a couple hours. It'll need to be attached to the buoy.
Do we need to do that? Is that something that we need to figure out, or is that the Marines going to be attaching it?
It's up to you all, but my thought was that Tara would create the op because she's trying to infiltrate the Marine headquarters, right? So like,
Okay.
she creates this whole fake
so
op. Yeah.
I mean, like, because I cannot. I have no vac suit. I don't know how to do that. Yeah. Okay. Oh wow, man. There's so many things that could fail. This is good. Cool. And I'm gonna say to Jen, there will be a window if this works, if you have another way off.
What do you mean? A window?
Yeah, because like if it's like not looking away, you know.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I've thought about that. I suppose a lot of us will try.
The more of us that do, the more of us will make it.
I'll get to work. She starts working on a computer, multiple screens in front of her, and starts building software. And you've got 2 hours. What do you do in the 2 hours?
Lay low.
Okay. Yeah,
I
totally.
want to get the data disk from Tina.
Oh yeah, good point.
Yeah, I want to make sure that I get that so that even if she doesn't make it, her reporting will. If I
Okay.
do.
You go back
Yeah.
to the bar. Tina's working there.
Yeah.
At this point, basically has nothing else she can do, and she's weeping. And she hands you her data disk. She says, "This really is a good story."
I hope someone gets a chance to read it.
Good luck.
You too.
And she goes back to work. All right, so let's see. All right, and then as you so you go back to the dive bar and you start coming back. It's been about 90 minutes, and then all of a sudden you hear a loud crash. And let's see.
Another thing we need to do is I would buy, if we need to do this before we jump, I would buy the jump plan for Helios.
Yeah, you would have to do that at the
Yeah.
Starport Authority back at the Starport.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, so all of a sudden there's this loud crash, and you can see a portion of a building fall in across the street. And then you hear like moaning and like grumbling and like chaos, and like are people screaming and running in every direction on the other side of the street. This is right here. It looks like a portion of a building has decayed and just fallen in, and then like people are running from something.
Can we see what it is from where we're at?
You would have to go over there, so no.
Well, do we recognize the kind of impact?
Yeah,
was?
about half of a low-rise building a portion of it has decayed and fallen off. And then after that happened, something came out of that, and now people are running. And
I don't see any
that-
reason to run into danger at the moment.
Indeed. All right. Eventually, the sounds of the screams die down in the night.
Thank God.
And you're able to go back and pick up the software, and she says, "Good luck out there. I'll try to find my own way out. I guess all of us will."
Good luck to you too.
Spread the word.
You know, and she looks at you all. I was I was in the Navy. Naval intelligence. But then I lost my eyes. Still the best with a computer there is. I had a lot of people here depending on me. Companies too. I just liked it here. But keeping bad company has consequences. She looks at Gunn.
Yeah. Well, you're not right. I mean, you're not wrong. I feel like that was directed at me.
All right, what do you all do? Do you head back to the starport and get your flight plan?
Yes.
All right, two things left happen. Okay, this has been very successful, if not emotionally painful, for the moral player that's playing the immoral traveler.
Yeah, I apologize.
No, I get it. I get it. We had this problem last time for sure. I don't even remember Father Chris, but that came up. Like they're like, I can't be this bad. Let's see here.
My other character couldn't. Apparently, this one has.
That's
fewer
true
goals.
too. And something happens down here. You see and hear things much closer now. Looks like this, and there is gunfire. And you hear alien sounds to the south. It is obviously closer. Like, much closer. Like, 2 streets down.
Good lord, let's book it. They've increased their
Yeah, let's
pace.
skedaddle.
Okay. You're able to do that. Let's see, that takes an hour. So let's see what happens. Nothing. Very lucky. You make it back to the starport. You go to the starport authority. You file your flight plan, and
Yep.
you get Helios. Costs 10,000 credits. So you can
I will
mark-
cover this because if we don't make it, it's my fault.
I guess. All right, I was willing to let it go out of the common kitty there.
Silk.
It's all good. Yeah.
Silk is there. Your ship is loaded up, and Terra is
Yeah,
there.
Terra.
Terra's there, and something happens, but we don't know what that is yet, and we'll see that.
Okay. Okay. Yeah.
We'll see that later, and that ends our adventure for the night. Outlaw Void is a science fiction adventure setting inspired by space westerns and 1970s pulp science fiction. The music is by various artists you can see in the description, including Greg Gibson from Tim Brazil. Classic Traveler is one of the first role-playing games and the first sprawling space simulator ever created by Mark Miller in Games Designer Workshop. You can find all of the published Classic Traveler products by Far Future Enterprises and Mongoose Publishing in the description. Mythic Mountains Folk Tabletop is an online play club that champions folk tabletop. Those are games played by actual people, not run or controlled by some huge corporation or ideologues. The table is the authority. What actually happens at the table is what matters. We upload our games weekly, so you can sit in and watch folk games being ran without performances, fancy equipment, or monetization. It's just a group of people playing folk RPGs our way. You're welcome to join us. Until then, be safe out there between jumps.